Hey everyone, this is Nikita and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. So in this particular video, I will be discussing about combination reaction, which is a type of chemical change or chemical reaction. There are many types of chemical reaction, but in this particular video, I will be discussing elaborately about combination reaction. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any videos. So when I talk about combination reaction, you can understand from the term itself, combination means combining of substances, right? Combining of substances. Now it is combination reaction, right? So means substances will combine together to form a single substance or a new product, right? So initially, if I take A, it is reacting with B. There's some chemical reaction going on, so it forms AB. Okay, so A and B basically, which are written on the left hand side, are called as reactants, isn't it? Now AB, which is formed, this is called as product. And please remember that reactants are always written on the left hand side, whereas the product is written on the right hand side. Now combination reaction, I'm repeating it again, it is basically a reaction in which two or more substances combine together to form a single substance. Now combination reaction, basically I'll give you many examples. I'll start with first the example in which carbon burns in oxygen to form a gaseous compound, carbon dioxide. So let's move on to examples so that you have a more clear picture about combination reaction. Examples. Initially carbon, which is a solid. So whatever I write here in bracket is the physical state, which tells you that a given product or a given reactant is present in which form, solid, liquid, gas, or aqueous. So this basically is reacting with O2, which is oxygen, and it is a gas, combining together to form product. Also here some sort of heat is provided. It is combining together to form carbon dioxide gas, plus little amount of heat is liberated. Okay, so carbon, this I'll write the name as well. C is for carbon. Oxygen, this is carbon dioxide. And then heat, some amount of heat is liberated. So here if I relate it with combination reaction example, how it is example of combination reaction. So carbon and oxygen, two substances which are combining together to form a product, which is carbon dioxide gas. So this is one example of combination reaction. There are many examples of combination reaction. So another example, if I go ahead with, is I will take sulfur dioxide plus oxygen. This is a gas. This is again a gas. This forms SO3, which is a solid. Now I'm balancing it. If I try to balance it, I'm just directly balancing it, not showing you the elaborate way, which I'll cover in the next video. So this basically is forming a product which is solid. So it is not at all mandatory that initially if you have taken gaseous reactants, it will give you gaseous product only. It can happen that it can form a solid product or a liquid. This is again one example. This is example number 1. This is example number 2 of combination reaction in which SO2, which is sulfur dioxide, which is reacting with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. Okay, now next example if I give of a combination reaction is from, I'll take one example from daily life only. So in our house, basically we are aware that whitewashing takes place, right? So that particular compound, for example, if I start with CaO, which is calcium oxide, this is solid, I have to write the physical state also, plus water. This, so basically this is combination reaction. How? Here initially two reactants are there, calcium oxide and water, which is liquid. Then when calcium oxide combines with water, basically what happens, a vigorous reaction takes place which releases a lot of heat, and a compound which is CaOH whole twice, which is aqueous. Aqueous means containing some amount of water. Calcium hydroxide is formed. This basically is calcium hydroxide, also called as slaked lime. Calcium oxide is also called as quicklime. So these are other names also which you should remember. So CaO, calcium oxide, is called as quicklime, and then CaOH whole twice, which is calcium hydroxide, is called as slaked lime. Now what happens? I'll tell you one example, or not in like application of calcium hydroxide, that this slaked lime, which is CaOH whole twice, is used for whitewashing. Okay, so that basically is one application of chemistry in our daily life as well, used for whitewashing. So what happens when solution of slaked lime is applied to the walls? Calcium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, which is used for whitewashing, it reacts with slowly the carbon dioxide. So we have some amount of carbon. There are different gases present in the atmosphere, right? So what happens? This slaked lime, particularly, which is CaOH whole twice, it reacts with CO2 to give a compound which is calcium carbonate. That is the reason, which is the calcium carbonate, that layer of calcium carbonate gives a shiny finish. Okay, so it forms CaCO3 plus water. Now when I write about physical state, this is aqueous, this is gas, this is solid, and this is liquid. So the reason for the shiny finish of the walls when whitewashing is done is calcium carbonate. Okay, so layer of this particular compound, which is layer of CaCO3, gives a shiny finish. Okay, so that was all about combination reaction in which I have discussed. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and thank you so much for watching, and show some love and support. In the next upcoming videos, I'll be just covering small topics so that the video is not that long also, and the concepts are covered quickly. Thank you so much.